The pictures. The Prime Minister has arrived, his carcade, the pilot, following which other officials, then a jammer. You can expect that the car of the Prime Minister should be, now you can see the pictures. That's the vehicle of the Prime Minister that's taken a turn and on the riverfront now. A project very close to his heart. He implemented it, saw it through its implementation as Chief Minister, and he is coming in the Prime Ministerial carcade with the SPG, under SPG protection. He would be heading to the plane, taking the plane to Dharoi Dam, from Dharoi Dam to Ambaji, about 30 odd kilometers. There also a road show is planned, and for some reason they're going very slow on the riverfront. Prime Minister waving to the people, and that's the PM. That's the PM. It gets as close. It gets as close. It gets as close as that. And from here to the seaplane, a massive statement of sorts, Parikshit. You know, when his development agenda has been questioned, he's trying to showcase two of his projects. One as Chief Minister, and this waterways project or the seaplane project as Prime Minister. So, and he's doing it on the ultimate day, on the last day of campaigning. So after he finishes all this exercise, how much time would remain for the Congress party to really respond, or the entire opposition to respond? That remains to be seen. And that would be very interesting. Whether the Congress party goes into the procedure part of it as to whether permissions were taken, whether election commission was informed, whether this comes in the ambit of announcing a project midway through the campaign, because we know that Nitin Gadkari, for example, has been talking about this project and has been provisioned in the budget of his ministry. So whether this was in the offing or just a plan B, a lot of questions, a lot of interesting debate that still can go on, with the Prime Minister taking this flight on to Ambaji and coming back. Congress party's response. But the fact of the matter is, Parikshit, that irrespective of what debate and procedure takes place, he has brought in development back on the agenda on the last day of campaigning, and all the meandering through of the campaign that saw, Pakistan getting in, caste factors getting in, comments like niche politics getting in, and then 2002 getting in. It has been taken away from it and brought back on the issue of whether the government has delivered, whether the BJP has delivered, whether Narendra Modi has delivered. And the debate essentially now on that, how the Congress party really takes it and takes it further from here. That would be interesting to watch, Parikshit.
Abhishek, I've been speaking to Congress spokespersons, and they're saying that we're still strategizing, we're getting our party line ready on this. Do you think the Congress would have been caught off guard with this last-minute announcement? Because all this while, the Congress had been saying that the Prime Minister is only interested in talking about Manishankar Ayyar, about the Pakistani envoy, about Khurshid Mahmood Kasuri, about neat remarks, about rhetoric. But with this development, have they really put the Congress off guard?
Well, Parikshit, campaign season is essentially about free-for-all. So any political party would grab at any opportunity available to really take on the opposition, to show the opposition in bad light. And that's what happened all through the campaign. But whether the Congress party was caught off guard, very likely, because the plan on the last day was that Rahul Gandhi would carry out a roadshow. Then it was announced that the Prime Minister would also carry out a roadshow in Ahmedabad, through the streets of Ahmedabad. Permission was denied by the police commissioner on the day the roadshow was to be carried out, that was yesterday. And then suddenly you have this plan B in place happening. So it's possible because, as I have been mentioning, Nitin Gadkari his ministry has been working on this waterways project for the last 6-8 months. So possibly everything was ready, the contracts were ready. It was just a matter of deciding whether this has to be launched either from Varanasi or from Ahmedabad or from Mumbai, and then this plan B worked out in a manner that the Prime Minister can show it from Sabarmati riverfront. I've been telling you that this project is about a lot of backward linkages. So it's not about this concrete pavement or a promenade that has been made. It's about getting water in the river also, and for that you had to build the Narmada main canal. For building the Narmada main canal, you had to get the Sardar Sarovar Dam complete. And so all those linkages, all those projects have happened, say, in the last 20-25 years. So Narendra Modi can claim that if a plane can take off from Sabarmati river, is it because it's a perennial river? It's a perennial river because the Narmada main canal, the riverfront was built, and the riverfront was built because the Narmada main canal was there and the water could flow in, and Narmada main canal was built because the Sardar Sarovar Dam was there. So Narendra Modi can actually own up to this project, and that is what we are seeing. Prime Minister going there, if you see the visuals, and the camera can zoom, he's boarded the plane, and the plane would take a U-turn, would fly off like this, take a runway on this on the river like this, and these red flags that you see. This is about 350 meters distance. That much is what this Cessna Seaplane takes to take off. It would take off from here, land on the waters of Dharoi Dam, and from there on another road journey of 30 kilometers, and we are told that it's going to be a kind of a road show. Coming back to the pictures, Prime Minister has already boarded the plane. He is going with just a couple of his staffers and the SPG. It seems there is no other political leader as of now, it seems. I can actually see someone going in apart from the Prime Minister in a political neta attire. I can't see from this distance. I'm about 400 meters away from the plane who that person is. But it seems that the process of boarding is going on, and then, as I was mentioning, this is about owning up the development narrative on the last day of the campaign, and to put a picture before the Congress party, and in terms of concrete projects delivered as to what the BJP has done, what Narendra Modi himself has done as Chief Minister of Gujarat. This is something that was being questioned by the Congress party day in and day out. Rahul Gandhi has had a very long campaign, Parikshit, in fact, longer than Prime Minister Modi in Gujarat. He hit the road running much before anyone else. He was crossing the state. He has also had his days under the sun in this campaign, crisscrossing the temples, meeting people, roadside eateries, and he has been asking questions every day. 14 at last count, all about what has the BJP government delivered. So this in some ways is a response to that, and it would be interesting to watch, Parikshit, how the Congress party responds. On a day when Prime Minister is going to Ambaji, Rahul Gandhi has done his last of the temple visits, visiting the Jagannath temple in Ahmedabad. It's a very important temple from where Rath Yatra starts in Ahmedabad. And as I said, if he's addressing the press conference, we would be watching very closely how he addresses it as president, his first press conference as the president and of the Congress party, and how he takes on the Prime Minister on the development plank now.
Right. And the Prime Minister is very conscious of the fact, Abhishek, and the Prime Minister has boarded the plane. The plane is about to take off any moment. He's very conscious of the fact that this is the grand finale. Look at the Prime Minister's body language. He gets down, takes his time to wave to the crowds. He gets inside the plane, comes out again, waves again. He knows this is the grand finale, and this symbolic gesture is very important for his home state. He, in a way, is saying to the people of Gujarat that this is development. This is my gift to you. No matter what the problems might have been the last couple of months, Gujarat is on the road to development. Is this the larger message that the Prime Minister will be sending out today? Today will not be about religion. Today will not be about election rhetoric or the kind of discourse that there has been. It will be about development.
Well, naturally, Parikshit, you know, I mean, the fact is that the discourse, this campaign had really gone off the track in terms of its topics, be it the Patidar agitation, the whole caste dynamics being discussed, then the Manishankar comment, then the Chai Wala Jibe, then the Pakistan angle, then, some of the spokespersons of the Congress party, the separatist spokesperson Nizami, taking on the Prime Minister personally. All those things were part of the campaign. But as I said, it's a free-for-all in the campaign, and sometimes the more important issues get lost. So if by doing this as Plan B also, if an attempt has been made on the last day to really bring the discourse back for the people of Gujarat to decide on what issues they should be voting, it should be interesting. And why not? If the Congress party can really rebut it in any manner, be it in terms of violation of Election Commission code or procedure, or in terms of this project not being as big as it is being made out to be. But the fact of the matter is, Parikshit, I would believe that the Congress party would be nonplussed. It would be looking for answers, looking for a counter, because as spectacles go, as optics go, nothing can beat it on this day in Gujarat. A plane taking off from Sabarmati river, and a river which was basically a sewage disposal canal for the dump of Ahmedabad into the Cambay Basin. And now it's a perennial river. You see the pictures, nice promenades, beautifully done, aesthetically landscaped. Prime Minister taking that route, boarding the plane, taking off, coming back. He would again do that. He'll fly down to the same spot in about 6 hours after having done his prayers at Ambaji. En route to Ambaji from Dharoi Dam, he would be taking a roadshow. Also, Parikshit, this water that you see in the pictures where the plane is standing or parked as of now, floating as of now, is Narmada water. So that is also part of a development project. The Dharoi Dam, where the plane would be landing in an hour from now, has waters again from Narmada as part of the Sujalam Suflam project, which Prime Minister had carried out when he was Chief Minister. So obviously, every element of the pictures that you are seeing is in some way connected from the, if you see it from the BJP's point of view, with what they have delivered. And now, of course, the rotors are moving and the engines are fired up. The plane should be taking a U-turn, everyone boarded and ready for takeoff. You can see the engines roar. It's a Cessna Seaplane, and that's it. Take the turn. So coming back to what this means for the campaign narrative. As I was saying, every element of this project that you see, the water on which this plane is floating or taking off from, this riverfront where it would land at Dharoi Dam, the dam and the waters there, and the highways he would take, he'll come back. Every element can be projected by the BJP as development brought in by their party while in power for the last 22 years.
Yeah, and Abhishek, as you speak, I'd just like to tell our viewers that the Prime Minister's plane is all set to take off. He's waving to the crowds. You can see pictures being beamed on live television on Republic TV here. The Prime Minister's plane moving and the Prime Minister waving to the crowds. He's making full use of the opportunity to reach out to the people of Gujarat and say development alone is the agenda. In a short while, that window will be closed. The plane will